How's it going, everyone? Before the video starts, I have to say I have used external software to change the video, thing, how it looks. This is due to the fact that Vegas is being a stubborn, that's all. So be warned, and I hope you enjoy. Bye! Oh, wait, the video is starting, so let's get into it.
How's it going, everyone? Guess who just got glasses? Today we're going to be covering 5 more topics, which, if you haven't noticed by now, I do every Saturday. So, let's get started. Firstly, we're going to be covering a quite weird trend on TikTok. It stopped being a trend a few days ago, but it was very popular, it seems, for a little while. The so-called Chase Bank glitch, which worked by filing a check with an incredible amount in your account and then taking the money out of your account by using an ATM or any similar method. I think the ATM is the easiest method to do so, which is why it was most commonly used. Now, people thought this was literally infinite money glitch, Grand Theft Auto moment. To be precise, Grand Theft Auto 5 moment, but I digress. But nevertheless, this, if you could believe it, that is quite illegal. It is not a glitch, it is called check fraud, which relies on the wait time when you file in a check. Some places do not have extraordinarily long wait times, which means that the glitch wouldn't work in those places. But some other places do. For example, locally at least, I know that OTP Bank, doesn't have quite a delay when cashing in checks or paying by a check, but some other places, like a local mail service, do. So that's an explanation. People who did do the check scam are being forced to pay back the money one way or another. Well, I don't know what to fucking say. It's a bit of a stupid idea in it. Nothing is free, after all, especially when it's about money. Not even when you find it on the side of the road, because if I'm not mistaken, you have to be a good Samaritan and file that missing cash. Otherwise, it's called stealing cash. I don't know how that law works in particular, but I digress. This was very interesting to see people mauled over how they followed this, evident fraud, and then rant on TikTok, "Oh, my money is gone, I'm minus 50,000 in debt on Chase, goodness gracious." But I digress. I'm not American and I don't have a bank account, so I can't relate. So, without further ado, let's skip over the chase and get to the bank. I don't fucking know what that segue is. Anyways, next topic. Those who are unaware, Nikocado Avocado, I think that's how you say avocado. He's a popular mukbang YouTuber starting from around 2017, late 2010s basically, and he was doing mukbang content, usually of the healthy variety, for example, like, I don't know, fucking salad. But with time, he noticed that it was not only faster, but also probably cheaper to purchase fast food items such as McDonald's, KFC, Burger King. God forbid you would want a Burger King, but I digress. Nevertheless, he swapped his diet from healthy items being in mukbangs to more unhealthy items, junk food basically, and fast food, but it's the same thing. And with time, he became more and more very physically unwell. I'm not saying that being overweight is physically unwell, but he did have an actual health problem, if I'm not mistaken. He had to use a respirator, which is, believe it or not, very bad. Also, is it called a respirator? I'm not sure. Nevertheless, Nikocado Avocado is known for being a fat lad in the current day. However, around 7 hours ago, probably more, I'm not sure, because time zones are time zones. Actually, I'm not sure. Basically, in the past 12 hours, Nikocado has uploaded a new video where he has become bald and evidently has lost some of the weight. He now has a properly defined chin. That's so mean, I'm sorry. Nevertheless, he has said that over the course of 2 years, before the 2-year break, he had mass recorded a lot and a massive amount of videos to publish over the course of 2 years. And in the meantime of those 2 years, he had been exercising to, trim down the fat. In his latest video, I think he was eating noodles, which is very well for him. According to some news articles, he has lost apparently 113 kilograms, which is quite impressive. However, they are inappropriately covering it, saying that it was done in 7 months, when it is much more likely that he done it in 2 years. Now, I'm not I can't verify the checks. I can't call up Nikocado, at least I think, and ask him, was it 2 years or 7 months? Because, I don't have that much reach, but I hear it's more likely to be 2 years rather than 7 months. And if it is 7 months, after all, and I'm being mistaken, I apologize. I retract my insults to you. But at the same time, Jesus Christ, that's quite impressive. I have nothing but respect for the guy, because who else do you know that went from like 300 pounds, I don't know how much that is in kilograms, like 150 kilograms, I don't fucking know. Nevertheless, he was a big lad, now he looks like his former self again. Congrats on him, honestly. Anyway, moving on from the big lad himself, let's get into our next topic. Minecraft, won't add inches to your car. The Minecraft movie has released its first trailer, and people are quite disgruntled at it, including myself. If you haven't seen the trailer, I highly recommend you click the info card right here, and that will take you to look at the Minecraft trailer from their respective uploader. But if you have seen it, then don't click, stay here, and don't forget to like and subscribe while you're at it. The subscribe button, somewhere around here, should be glowing when I say subscribe, which is kind of gangster actually. I digress. Video game movies in general, excluding Minecraft, like Sonic, Borderlands, that's a bad example. Five Nights at Freddy's, although that was in development hell for like 8 years. Nevertheless, video game movies have peaked in the 90s, but then fell off in the 2000s, and have seemingly brought back to life from late 2010s to now. The earliest successful video game film I remember, at least, was the Angry Birds movie, which was quite good actually. Now thinking back on it, it did look a bit weird, but I think it was an alright movie. I digress. This isn't about fucking Angry Birds, but it is about another children's game, Minecraft. So, the two most popular actors in the film are Jason Momoa and Jack Black, with both being quite interesting for their respective roles. Jack Black is, of course, playing Steve. Whilst playing Steve, they just made him wear a cyan blue shirt. And people are making the joke that Steve is going to have an evil twin called Brian, who was a hero, making him Hero Brian, which would be the most goofy shit ever. But I know it does look quite mid. Will I go to see it in cinemas? Absolutely. That is if they do present it in cinemas here. I'm not sure of the release date, I forgot, but I think it's coming out like next year. And the year after, we are also having the Shrek 5 movie, which, I hope it's better than the Megamind movie, actually. The Megamind 2 movie. Megamind 1 was cinema, bro. Nevertheless, I keep trying to avoid the sheep in the room, but the Minecraft movies trailer at least seems very corny and very interesting from like a cinematography style. They have chosen to do a live action instead of an animated type movie, which will likely not benefit it actually, because people would much rather see actual Minecraft Steve in his natural habitat. Well, he doesn't have joints, so in his natural habitat, mining. I am placing blocks and shit 'cause I'm inverting Minecraft. Also, the people have complained about the sheep being overly realistic, which is why I mentioned the sheep earlier, and other things being weirdly, well, portrayed as well. Also, the Nether portal, it's not confirmed to be the Nether portal. I think it's some other kind of portal. They are saying that it is not the right color, for which I have to say that's probably not the Nether portal, guys, if you ask me. And the character, there's an actress, pardon, who is unlike the rest of the. Oh, pardon me. I just saw that my monitor is improperly placed. There we go. Sorry about that. They are saying that it is a diversity role for the black actress who is in the movie. I have nothing to say about that because, well, she's an actress. She's probably alright. I don't know who she is, actually. I've never seen her in any films, but in fairness, the newest film I've watched in last, like, month was, actually I do have it right here. From, what year is this? 2005. Scary Movie 3 on DVD, but the issue is I only got the Scary Movie part. Scary Movie 3, when it's being advertised as, well, Juan, Duo, Tres. And I haven't seen the Scream fellow. I don't think he is in the third movie, but oh well, at least I go to Pokemon. So yeah, unfortunately people are saying that the Minecraft movie is going to be the mid-movie. But oh well, time will tell. Maybe it will be seen as pure cinema. That one image, absolute cinema. If you know, you know. I digress. I've been repeating myself mostly, it seems. This is why you need a script for these kind of videos sometimes. But Twitter, currently known as X by some twats, including Elon Musk rat, has been shut down in Brazil. For what reason? People are saying not due to Brazil's laws. Actually, it is due to Brazil's laws, but not because of silencing of free speech, like Elon Musk rat himself is saying, but instead due to Brazil law requiring companies to have at least one representative in their country to allow a service to be running there. That was very likely an oversimplification. I haven't fact-checked it myself, but that's the general consensus I'm seeing, that Elon Musk has been cutting so many corners that in fact he cut one corner too many and has lost Brazil. Brazil was, I think, a very large part of Twitter users. I know a few actual Brazilian people who use Twitter and now legally cannot use it, which I feel sorry for them. You can use a VPN to get around the ban, but unfortunately using the VPN could very likely get you into trouble. I'm hearing that there is a massive fine of around $9,000 if you decide to use a VPN to access Twitter, which is why a social media application called Blue Sky has absolutely coincidentally also grown in popularity. What does this say? They have 3 million new users and over 9 million since the Brazil cutting corners thing. I've also have my own account on there where I'm role playing as a and I hate how my camera can't focus on fucking text. I'll probably put a screenshot, but nevertheless, I'm a 64-year-old music critic, professional crossword player, possibly senile. pardon, possibly senile. I will try to make posts on there which I won't make on Twitter. For example, on Twitter I am playing Steve Joblet from Apfelzinc. But yeah, go follow my Twitter. I think this is the first video where I've really gone into shilling my socials and shit. I digress. That is, well, the topic before last. But as you might have guessed, if it's the topic before last, we might as well talk about the last topic. Risk of Rain 2 has received a new DLC package. Well, not a package, you know what it is, a fucking DLC in short. But people are very annoyed with it, and the reviews on Steam are mostly negative, with over 8,000 reviews, due to one simple reason. It seems that if you decide to buy the DLC and make a game, you are more than likely to encounter a shit ton of bugs. Not bugs as in insects, but bugs as in major errors, ranging all the way from audio to level geometry to graphical issues. And the one I'm hearing most about is well, the audio on consoles sounding like this. Cover your ears if you're sensitive to these types of things. Sorry about that. I needed an example. Nevertheless, that was a major issue, and the second major issue I'm hearing is the console not accepting any input from the controller and the saves being deleted, to which the Twitter account, if I'm not mistaken, or some other social media bastard, is saying, well, try hard resetting your console, mate, maybe that'll work. And if you ask me, you shouldn't have to hard reset your console to play a fucking video game. I don't know how many of you have experienced the ever-loving joy that is the Xbox 360, but, well, it had the red ring of death, yes, but that was a hardware issue and not a software issue. Everything from Xbox 360 Slim onwards was basically cinema. You could run any game on it properly fine. A few bad games were released, yes, but those were new-gen games backported to Xbox 360, which, if you can't tell, is ought to fucking suck. That reminds me how I think PlayStation 4 Base Edition, not even the Pro, and Xbox One, also the Base Edition, are still being supported with some titles nowadays. Not every title, mind you, but just some. Anyways, yeah, I'm not a Risk of Rain 2 player, so I can't say that I have experienced any issues myself, but I'm hearing a lot of banter that it is a major problem and that it should be fixed pronto. But if you didn't know, Risk of Rain 2 is no longer being developed by Hoopu Games, or whatever the studio name is. They've actually sold it off to Gearbox Publishing, who made the DLC. So blame Gearbox. But do you remember Gearbox made actual expansion packs for Half-Life 1 back in the day? They have made Half-Life Blue Shift, Half-Life Opposing Force, and other games, which well, they haven't made any more like Half-Life games, but they did make Duke Nukem Forever, which is either a compliment or a diss, depending on who you ask, but I do like Duke Nukem. They've also made the Duke Nukem Forever collection, which is just the deal. They've also made the Borderlands series, Borderlands 2 and 3, and Borderlands the pre-sequel, which I'm not sure what that is. But the point I'm trying to make, they aren't a mid-company. They do make stinkers every now and then, but you know, don't attack the conglomerate company, people. They have done nothing to deserve such. Thank you all so much for watching the video. I hope you are still enjoying this Saturday slop recaps. This one is maybe a bit poorly edited because I'm just trimming it down and putting some graphics every now and then, but Well, what else do you need? After all, I'm just simply covering the news as they happen. Anyway, well, let's hope that next... I don't have a fancy wine cup, but let's hope next week, next Saturday, I have a title for this series. Cheerio, lads!
Cheerio!